Hey friends, as you know by now, which I hope you know by now, we love to travel. Not only like individually, but
together.
As a couple. We wanted to share with you 5 reasons it's important to travel.
5 reasons why it's important to travel together.
Yes, with your significant other. And I guess this kind of goes with like your best friend or a relative. It kind of all encompasses into one.
It does.
First and foremost, one of the reasons you should travel together is because of the quality time that presents itself while traveling.
You only have one thing to focus on, and that's the other person that you're with. You get to spend 100% of your time with that person in a brand new place. It's a lot better than being at home and like cooking dinner and watching TV and like doing all this other stuff.
Netflix and chilling.
It's 100% quality time with that person.
Right, and I mean, we're guilty of it. Like, we're glued to our devices when we're home because a lot of work comes through this. That when you do travel, there really isn't a lot of like good Wi-Fi or connection in general.
Or time.
Yeah, or time, that you really just spend that time together and not glued to your device.
Yes.
You're out doing things like jet skiing and zip lining and any other adventure that you guys can come up together. Number 2, you create memories together. Memories that you will be laughing about when you're old and gray.
Memories that other people will never understand, and you can tell them the story of what happened and like, but it's gonna be an inside joke. It's gonna be your personal story to your adventure, and nobody else is gonna understand it at all. It's very specific to your experience together.
Which makes it that much more special because you connect over
and you can
that.
tell your kids when you're like old and they're like, what did you do when you were kids or young? And like, well, we went and did this and it was great. And you get those memories.
Number 3 would be, it's a challenge. And when I say it's a challenge, you're challenged intellectually, emotionally, in the best of ways, obviously.
Yeah.
But while you're being challenged, you're really discovering a lot about each other and how you work as a couple.
There might be certain quirks that your significant other or friend has that don't come out on a day-to-day basis, but then when you're in a foreign country, you might learn something that they do that might get on your nerves. And not saying that you have things that get on my nerves, but you're gonna learn a lot about each other when you're traveling, just because you pick up on it a little bit easier and different quirks come out in people when you're in stressful situations.
And I will say, growing up, I have heard from numerous couples that are successful, they're still together. They say traveling with your significant other is such an important thing to do at some point before marriage, because it really shows how compatible you really are, how you handle things that are stressful, how you just handle adventure and spontaneity in general. Which I think we do a really good job at.
Well, we have to. If we travel all the time together, we must be doing something right.
Right. Number 4 would be that it's a good stress relief. And I'll tell ya, we work so much, we can get a little stressed at times. That might be an understatement.
We'll be working all day and they're like, okay, let's plan a trip. Let's just get out of this place and have a little relaxation.
Well, especially when like our work schedules might be polar opposite from one another, or his workload might be heavy at one moment and mine might be heavy at the other moment, that you really just are stressed out and you take it out on each other. But when you travel, it's like, it's just off your shoulders, you can breathe again and remember why you make a great couple.
It takes you out of that comfort zone of the monotony of day-to-day life, of work and everything, and it sends you on an adventure where you learn something different, you learn a new skill, you learn something about a culture, and it's like building you up as a person too. So that is one reason why it takes away the stress, is because you're learning and you get to have fun.
Last but not least, the easiest thing is that you fall more in love with each other and you just build a more stronger level of respect for one another. I don't know how to explain it.
Every time that we've traveled together, we don't fight or like bicker at all. Maybe once about like directions or like where we're gonna go. It's not stupid day-to-day life tasks that we argue about. It's things that we're trying to figure out together, and it's a teamwork based thing when you're traveling, and that's a huge reason why when you come back you're like in tune with each other and you do fall more in love.
Those are 5 reasons why we think it's important to travel with your significant other or just someone else in general. It's just a really good and therapeutic thing to do that people need to practice more often. Like if you don't have time to take a vacation, take it. Do the vacation. Have an adventure.
The best gift you can give yourself is to travel with someone that you care about so that you can grow closer together and your relationship can continue forever.
A couple that travels together stays together. That's it for this video. We hope you guys can take something away from it and learned a little bit more about us. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and more importantly, subscribe to my channel so you can get all the updates on our adventures together.